Cool.
Aloha, all you beautiful bastards. It's the Heavy Drinking Podcast. What number is it?
32.
Off to a good start.
35?
I think it is 32 though, right?
33.
33. Oh, yeah. My bad.
We're in it.
33. I know. 44 is ducks, right? When you're doing bingo.
I don't play that.
44. That's what
We should
like, the
do a
old
Heavy
people-
Drinking Bingo night. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
So let's before we get any further into that conversation, 203-463-4043 is the number you can call us at, heavydrinkingpodcast.com, and all the soch fucking heavy drinking. What else is the Heavy Drinking Podcast at Instagram, right? Heavy Drinking
Yep.
Pod at Twitter.
Yep.
Gmail is Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Yep.
At Gmail. See, I know things. For all of your cornhole needs, oxballs.com. Or if it's a different kind of cornhole need you have, go to flyingcornhole.com. You can get sweet fucking... So you get sweet taproom tackers from Taproom Tackers. And give Hunter a shout. If you mention the podcast, she'll give you a free one as a sample for your business or bar.
Don't abuse it. Don't be a dick.
And Lyft. Don't drive drunk. Get a Lyft.
Yeah, I feel like we don't.
Use the code Heavy 18.
We don't press that enough.
Lift me
don't
up
drive
so
drunk.
high that
Yeah.
I cannot fall. Lift me up. Whoa. Remember that song?
Was that Madonna too?
No, that was Jars of Clay.
Jay's been singing Madonna.
I listened to Madonna today. It was great. I started with, I was singing Like a Prayer, was in my head at lunch, so I played it when I got back to my desk. And then I saw on Spotify True Blue when I was like, no shit, that song's amazing. And I listened to it, and it still is.
Wait, when you said, okay, so I hear Madonna every day at work, but that's because Star 99.9 is on. When you said you were listening to Madonna, I thought you meant there was like a radio.
No, I specifically.
You were
meant
playing it
played
on your Spotify.
Through Spotify, the speakers in the warehouse.
That's excellent.
It was great. I blasted it. People came back from like other departments, and they were like, all right. everyone was loving it. And everyone in my building is a male.
I really like that. What was it called? Holiday? I like the synth in that. Holiday. You remember that one?
That's her? Celebrate.
That's her, isn't it?
It would be so nice all day.
Holiday.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the other one, like I love something? Hey, I love the vida.
Yeah, that was the one with the bleeding Jesus statue.
Bonita.
Yeah, La Isla Bonita.
Yeah, that's right.
Tropical, the island breeze. We're gonna get sued by Madonna.
Yeah, she
All right.
probably sucks.
So what?
In real life.
Dude, I'm gonna fucking. I have so much stuff going on. It's been a fucking good week.
What do you got?
I don't know, man. Like the Stanley Cup might finish tonight. That's pretty cool. Fucking new As Lay Dying song came out today. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're back. I guess some of them.
No, apparently it's everybody,
It's
dude.
the whole band.
That's what it's looking like.
Sounds like rumors.
Well, the new song, Josh is definitely the vocalist.
Clean vocals.
Clean vocals. So
Sounds like him, but a lot of those bands have the guy who sings like that.
yeah, they do.
That
But
manner.
like that just sounds a lot like Josh, and the video looks like Josh too.
Just joshing.
They all look like them.
Just joshing.
So
They don't show anyone.
yeah, but they show. You can see their tattoos.
Oh. That's why federal agents can't have tattoos.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I might have made that up.
Oh. That would have been a really interesting fact if you didn't just pull it out of your fucking pecker.
I think there's a guy who was a state marshal that I kind of knew who said he couldn't be an FBI agent because he had tattoos.
Weird.
You know what? Fact check that. Let
feel
us
like
know
that's
if it's
a
right or wrong
really-
because I don't want to look it up because it kind of bores me.
I feel like that's just an excuse he made up.
Yeah, because he couldn't make it through Quantico.
Him.
He failed out of Quantico. He's like, oh, it's my tattoos.
It's like, oh, you know what it was? This is tattoos. That's why they didn't call me back. It's tattoos. Definitely.
You talk about like smoking weed a lot and stuff. This was like 5 years ago.
Did he tell you about like the one time he worked at a bank and he got fired because they caught him stealing?
I watched The Departed again last night.
You're the second person who said that
It
to me today.
It just got uploaded to, I think it was Hulu.
Oh, okay.
So everybody's going to watch it again. But it's fucking great.
Can I do murder? That's the only line I remember.
It's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
Even
Federal agents can have tattoos.
Oh, they can?
They can.
Who can't? Someone can't.
Dave's in the house. Right? I think that's the first time you've chimed in, right? Have you talked at all?
We didn't do introductions.
He
today.
confirmed.
It was different. It was a different intro.
Nobody introduced anybody to anybody.
If you've never listened to this podcast before,
Yeah.
I'm Jay.
I'm Paolo.
Are we really doing that?
Yeah.
No, we don't have to.
That was just
It's
Dave
just a joke.
speaking. And the gentleman talking about hockey was Jeff.
A.
E?
I'm a little sad that I think
Canadiana.
that Vegas is going to lose this series, but
Yeah.
it's all right. I think DC's a good team.
They might pull out a miracle.
To finish up the topic of As LA Dying really quick.
Yeah, boy.
If people don't listen to metal, it's a band. They were kind of like Christian band in their roots, like super Christian,
Right.
But like really heavy. Like they crossed over from like the Christian to the mainstream.
Well,
Because they're that good.
if you're
I feel
talking
like.
to people that don't know who they are, you can't
We've
really
talked
call them
about
Christian.
this.
Because like Christian metal to somebody who doesn't know what like metal now is metal.
Metal is metal.
There's a lot of people that like
It
are
used to be
outspoken Christians,
distinguished, yeah.
but that doesn't sound like Christian metal. It's like
Yeah,
brutal heavy
But,
shit.
yeah,
and As LA Dying was pretty much the heaviest one.
Actually, and if you want, we actually have a little snippet
Play it.
of the new tune.
Oh, don't play the snippet because it's like the worst part of it.
No, I'm not. I'm at,
But the singer, who was like a great guy, like had all these like foundations, had a clothing line where all the proceeds went to help orphans in like
Yeah, he
Africa
adopted
and shit.
kids
He
as well.
adopted 2 kids with his wife. Then he got super into bodybuilding, abusing steroids, and then tried to pay a undercover detective to kill his wife.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty hardcore. So
which he didn't know he was an undercover detective because he had tattoos.
Yo, yeah.
The fucked up part is like, if you listen to him, like if you've never heard him before, that's his voice. That was also his voice when he weighed 90 pounds. That's
Yeah.
not the steroid.
Yeah. He went from this like scrawny, lanky dude to like massive. And then he just went crazy, changed his whole perspective on life.
I wonder if
tried
we'll
to kill
get
his
hit
wife.
for this song.
I don't think it's
since
up yet.
It's not out yet.
It hasn't been released in America.
Ooh,
The only
sneaking
re-
one in.
The only
Tomorrow.
It actually comes
Take
out
that,
tomorrow.
you murderer!
It comes out tomorrow, but because of the time difference in Japan, it hit iTunes today. So then with the internet, now it's everywhere.
yeah, and I honestly think
Is
if-
it self-released or are they on a label? Actually, I don't know.
There's Metal Blade is refusing to comment, and nobody's heard from any of the original members, which leads me to believe that they're all in it, and there's
no one wants to say.
dude's name is Metal Blade.
No, that's their label.
Oh, I was gonna say like you could have thought of a better name
No,
than
his name's Tim.
Some call him Tim. But anyway, yeah, he's out of jail for a couple years now, and he's
He's only been out
releasing
of
new
jail for
music.
like a year.
that. This actually could test out my theory of whether or not if we talk over the music the entire time, if it actually gets flagged or not.
We've tested that before. It does.
Because we've been talking
Every
over this
episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because I think it's like if it's more than like 10 seconds or 8 seconds or something like that. then you
They
get
just have
flagged.
algorithms that pick it up automatically, so it's not like somebody's listening to it. It's just like, oh, those that's the sequence of notes.
You think even with us talking over it?
Yeah.
Fucking computers, man.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Skynet.
It's insane.
See, that's definitely Josh singing.
I mean, it sounds reminiscent, yeah.
You
And
know
the
what,
drumming
though?
is very much like Jordan.
You know what though? If they made a machine that could jerk me off,
They were all very unhappy with him.
Well, see that, yeah.
previously.
For those that don't know, the reason that we're speculating this is because basically they all told him to go fuck off and die when he got
They
caught.
took the wife's side, like that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
okay.
They were like, "We're going with Cheryl."
And then they started a band called Woven War, which was terrible.
It wasn't good.
And so the
It sucks for you because you love Shane Blay.
he's so big. The speculation was that if he ever got out and was going to release music again, they would never join him. And according to what it sounds like, and according to the video, it's all the original guys. Well, not original, but the last lineup.
Yeah.
I've seen some articles too where other people are saying like, yeah, this is definitely the not the original lineup, but the last known lineup.
Dude, crank this and listen to this outro. This is like the outro gave me fucking like goosebumps. That was like As I Lay Dying's back, dude.
Yeah.
Another 4 measures. But it was like that's when I was like, that's original band.
Only reason why I'm cracking up is because I was listening to a Theo Vaughn podcast.
Hold on. Let's coming right now. That's fucking As I Lay Dying.
Yeah, that's rad.
Like
on a
I
great
welled
show, too.
when I
They
heard
sound
that
great live.
through like a proper stereo today for the first time. I fucking welled up with tears. Yeah, they're brutal.
He was listening to like metal like that. It was 2 dudes, like one, one's like the kind of screamer guy,
Yeah.
and then the other guy's kind of like the more like melodic dude. So he's like, it kind of sounds like 2 dudes having butt sex. One guy's not sure though. It sounded just like that. The one guy's like, yeah, the one. I don't know. I just found it fucking hilarious.
The one
it
singing,
made sense.
the one singing is pitcher, and the one screaming is catching.
No. Like the one singing was catching, and wasn't sure if he was ready to catch it. Like the way his voice was, and then the dude screaming was just like, "Yeah, we're fucking doing this, butt sex."
Yeah, that made my day.
Yeah, so that's
a good tune.
That's the first time I heard the whole thing. We'll play the whole thing at the end of the episode too.
Yeah, it is a good song. It took me a minute to kind of understand the phrasing. It's very fast.
Guys, what are we drinking right now?
Bud Light.
Bud Light?
I'm drinking a counterweight Headway.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I know.
I picked it up on the way here.
He only.
Bitch.
I felt bad because I didn't bring beer because I gave a couple suggestions and nobody wanted it, so I didn't bring any. But then I got here and he had Headway, and I was like, ah.
I'm drinking a
You guys can take
Springdale.
one.
So anyway, IPA.
How is that?
It's actually not bad. You can try it if you'd like.
I will try some.
What's the beer for the episode?
Put your lips to my lips, where my lips were.
I don't know, man. We have a couple beers in there. There's, I mean, technically, we could do there's a Hanging Hills Waterbug. There's a Stillwater Mango Dream. Excuse
I
me.
would like to try the Stillwater Artisinal, please.
There's also a Kent Falls sour. That's in there.
For some reason, Jay just flashed Jeff, and I have no idea why.
Flashed everyone.
So what do you guys want to try?
My boobies.
I don't know. It's your
It's
guys.
warm
It's your
up in
guys'
this
summer
bitch.
of sours. So
yeah,
You
man.
got a sweatshirt. You got a Patagonia on. I'm like standing here in a t-shirt and shorts.
Dude, it's cold out. It's
feel like
fucking
a-
like June 8th, June 7th, and it's freezing out.
Nice.
I'm having a heart attack.
I like it.
You probably are.
You have your heat on?
Speaking
No,
of
hell no.
Speaking of having heart attacks, Jay signed up for a 10-mile Tough Mudder
I did.
this month.
I signed up last month.
No, but it is this month.
It's It's what's the date?
The 8th, 7th.
It's on the 23rd.
It's 10
I
miles.
don't. I have
you-
not worked out at all.
have you gone jogging at all?
No.
Are you toughing out all 10 miles?
I don't know.
Do you wheeze between your car and the bar?
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna sit in a tub of Vaseline before I do it. I think.
I'm asking you, like, is the
Wait, is this
entire-
adult adult?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if the
What?
entire
Is this
entire
really
10
a Tough
miles
Mudder?
is toughing it, or is it like
I
8
don't
miles of
know. I've
running
never
and then
done
like a
it.
couple
I think
miles
it's
of,
like average like a
obstacle?
mile.
You actually don't really run.
Oh, it's just it's 10
It's
miles of
10
an obstacle
miles
course?
of yeah.
Well,
pretty
there's.
much.
Ah.
I think there is running.
Cool.
There is you can run from obstacle to
It's
obstacle
gonna
if
take
you
like
want,
10 hours.
but you also wait in line to do each obstacle.
They're gonna be waiting behind me because I'm not gonna be able to get over shit.
Because
All I can
because
keep
I did
thinking-
what was it? I think it was like 2 years ago. I did a job for Metrics, who was a sponsor of the Tough Mudder,
Yeah.
down in Virginia, and we did a video where we followed 2 of the contestants through the whole fucking course.
Yeah.
Um,
So you did the course essentially.
I did the course without doing the obstacles. Actually,
Yeah.
I did more than the course. When my production assistant had a pedometer on his belt,
Yeah.
and by the time we were done, I think we clocked like 13 and a half miles. And that was with camera gear and sound gear and all that shit.
But without
but you
doing
wait.
the obstacles, that's probably equivalent of doing
Yeah.
Yeah,
a Tough Mudder.
but so yeah, like you go between, like you can run between the obstacles, but then like you're waiting for like 30 other people in front of you. Like it's not. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fucking tough as shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to sign up for one really right now.
Yeah.
Anyone
But
I've
it
talked
would
to
be
who's done
harder.
it,
But, like,
it said like the
it's also
week
as-
after they're just like in so much pain for like a full week.
It would
It's
be.
as
it would-
easy as you want to do it though.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to.
I just keep picturing that scene from Full Metal Jacket where they're like, "Private Pile, if you don't get your ass over top of this, you're gonna break my fucking heart." Like, I think you're gonna die. I don't think you're gonna be sore next week because I don't think you're gonna be
Well,
here.
I think it makes it much easier if you're waiting in line, right? Because if there was no line and you were going just from obstacle to obstacle, you'd
I'm
be
gonna get
a
drunk.
lot
That's
more
the thing.
exhausted.
You can catch your breath a little
Yeah.
bit.
Honestly,
I need the
though,
strength of a drunk to get over the obstacles.
sometimes taking a break's not great. Like when we were on that like 10-mile hike
Yeah.
last summer, that like if you take a break, it's hard to get up again.
Yeah.
If you just keep going, it's like not as bad.
Well, that's just inertia.
Yeah. Well, going uphill, there's not a lot of inertia. Going up a mountain for 10 miles.
Yo, did you see that weird fucking thing they do in that weird country where they
That's it.
roll down a hill violently?
Yeah, the cheese rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is that?
England.
I thought so. Dude, they get fucked up.
Yeah.
Is that where they just like
by
throw
the
people down the
ground.
hill in a
Well, they
wheelbarrow?
get drunk first.
Yeah, they're just like slamming their face into the dirt. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
They roll a cheese wheel down a hill and
Uh-huh.
then they chase it. They're supposed to beat the cheese wheel down, but it's like a 45-degree angle, so they fucking smash their face. on the ground.
Yeah, somebody eventually collapses and it just turns into like a domino effect.
Everybody collapses. It's like nobody finishes it.
Frail
on their feet.
words collapse.
I'm talking about, you
Jesus
you always see those videos on YouTube. It's just like a random,
Frail words collapse.
just a random group of people on a hill, and then somebody's got a wheelbarrow,
Yeah, that's it.
and they're just pushing them off the side of the hill for some reason.
Wait, not the wheelbarrow part.
But you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like there's just videos of just a bunch of people on the side of a hill, and then just somebody's shoving somebody else off the side of the
Is it jackass?
for no fucking
What is it
reason.
called again?
It's like the cheese run or something. I don't know. Dude, I heard a story. Speaking of Jackass, I heard a story the other day. So, have you guys heard that they're coming out with, or Johnny Knoxville's making a movie about Action Park in New Jersey?
No way.
Yeah. So he did a couple stunts, and he like in one of the stunts that he did, he broke his orbital bone.
I think I saw
And he
previews
went,
for that.
He went home and he fucking like he went to the hospital and they can't really do much for you. It's your skull, right?
Yeah.
So then he goes home and he fucking goes to blow his nose and his eye came out.
Who is it? Who did this?
Johnny Knoxville.
Really?
Jesus.
Because like it was broken, so it was like the socket was open, and he blew his nose and his eye came out.
That's fucking gross.
Oh, that's but it's probably not the hardest thing that's happened to him.
Yeah, that's true. There was a story once. Remember Raul Julia?
Sounds familiar.
He was Gomez in the Addams Family movie.
Oh, yeah.
He had weird bug eyes, and he told a story on
Like a pug?
yeah, he told a story on Kimmel or something like that. Well, it wasn't Kimmel; it was probably fucking Letterman back then. But he was like at a dinner party, and he was like had his elbow on the table and was like scratching his eye, and his finger slipped and it popped his eye out, and he had to like put it back in at the table.
Love that shit.
He looked like that guy from iRobot.
Now, I'm going to give a shout out right now to
Or
Miss
Mr. Robot.
Mrs. Angemi on Instagram. If you like medical and blood shit,
Dude, don't
go look at that
don't
page.
look
She's
at
a forensic pathologist or something like that.
Yeah.
And she posts some gnarly shit.
She just posts pictures of autopsies and shit.
Yeah, it's awesome
I'm not really sure how she's allowed to do that.
because it's science.
I mean, it's not really.
And if it's,
Is there like faces and shit?
yeah, there's like, I saw one picture, it was like 5 decapitated old people heads on a steel table showing their faces because they donated their body to science.
Yeah, so then it's public domain basically.
Yeah.
I'm not
For
sure. Instagram.
research.
There's like fetuses and shit.
tough, man.
And like, just, dude, it's crazy. I love it.
I
She's
get.
also kind of hot.
Yeah, she is hot. I'll give her that.
She's like all tatted up.
For sure, she's hot. She probably comes home smelling like dead people, though.
I get it. Like I get like once you die, it doesn't really matter like what happens to your body.
Yeah, just
you know?
a shell.
But I feel like if any of those people were to see a future photo of their head on a table next to like 5 other heads, they'd be like,
Or like a family member.
"Could you turn mine around?" You know what I mean? Like, could you pick somebody else's head for the photo op?
Anyway, Mrs. Angemi. Look her up. It's great.
How do you-
Don't.
how do
do
you
yourself
spell
a
that?
favor.
She
and
also
don't
has
look it
like, but she's like pretty popular. She has like her own like pins and glasses and shit. And they're expensive. Like,
up. What do you mean glasses?
like they made glasses for her. They're like fucking expensive.
like
as shit.
prescription eyewear?
Yeah,
Why?
because she's stylish.
But like Do they have pictures of dead
She
people
has
on
like
them?
these like shirts that say like postmortem and shit, and they're like autopsy type shirts.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually pretty cool.
I got a new shirt that says "Who
Strange
farted" on it.
Who farted? Brewery?
I saw someone wearing a shirt from Hoof Hearted the other day.
Where were they out of again?
Kentucky or some shit, right?
No, somewhere in the middle, but I think it was Kentucky.
Somewhere in the middle. That's great. That's gonna score us new listeners
Somewhere
in the heartland.
Hey, if you're out there
Somewhere
in the middle, hit us up.
Yeah.
Send us beers from the middle.
Middle.
I mean, yeah, it's the middle.
Middle of what?
The
You
country.
Know what we don't hear from people who listen to this podcast?
No, we never hear from anybody.
No.
We need
except for
to
Dane.
hear from them.
Ohio.
Ohio. All right.
We need.
It's not
If
really
you
the
listen to this podcast,
We know you're out
reach
there.
out to us.
We can
Just let us know.
we can see you downloading.
We
it.
get downloads,
Yeah.
so it's like
it's a lot of them too.
yeah. I mean, it's
so
not like
fucking
crazy a lot. It's not like
People listen.
talk to
really
us.
popular podcast a lot.
Is
but
this
it's-
real talk? Are we having real talk?
Yeah,
right
let's get real.
now? Is that what we're doing?
We're
Real
keeping it
talk?
real goes wrong.
Penises.
If you listen to this podcast, just reach out and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
I
man.
listened," and then we'll say, "Thank you,
If you think there's something we can improve on, someone you don't want to hear from again,
Jeff."
Yeah.
something you like, let us know.
Or
Say
not
that.
even like that. Like if one of us does something annoying that you want them to stop. Just like,
Go fuck yourself."
basically.
No, just like we want to hear from you.
Slip
So
on in
if
the
you
comments,
if you
man.
listen to us, just reach out, drop us a quick thing on Instagram or Facebook or
Yeah,
email.
you can slide into our DMs or
You big flirt.
just don't like
or even give us a call. Leave us a voicemail.
yeah.
Say something gross.
We'll play it on the air.
Yeah.
Or something nice. You
All right, what are we drinking? What's our beer? Let's get into this shit.
What have you guys been doing this week?
We're doing mango.
I went to Puerto Rico last weekend.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I was trying to get on because I'm pretty sure it was fun.
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Was-
Good time.
How long did it take you to get this out of your head?
It's not.
Really? That's only American Puerto Ricans?
Oh, I think he said it's
Oh,
not.
no,
not
it's
out
not.
of my
Still
Oh,
in your head.
I thought you meant
Oh.
you didn't get it in your head.
Oh.
No, but actually, honestly, it was more like all the like a lot of the bars had live music and shit.
It looked like salsa from the one.
Yeah.
you
It was.
posted.
It was a lot of salsa.
I can
There was a lot of
actually
jazz.
Sort of salsa dance, by the way.
It was.
It's like a lot
It wasn't like
The-
you were driving down the streets of Bridgeport.
wasn't Pitbull.
Like
It's
no,
like it's like
no,
a
it
lot of
wasn't.
trumpet, right?
Like no, there was no Despacito. You know,
I feel like everything has a trumpet in it.
yeah, there were
Yeah.
a bunch of horns. It was cool. It was a lot of good music too.
Yeah.
Like really talented. But yeah, dude, it was fucking weather was gorgeous. We were like 3 blocks from the beach and in our Airbnb, so we just kept walking to the beach. And
Who did you go with?
So
I went with Kristen, Alicia, and her boyfriend Steve.
Oh, okay. It sounded like there was more than 2 people in your group.
There was 4.
did that area sort of recovered from like the hurricane and shit?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Are there still signs?
It was
of
pretty. Oh, you could see signs of it a little bit, like especially when we were flying in. Like you could see a lot of like rooftops and shit that
Yeah,
were under
yeah,
construction. But no, it was pretty much. I want to say back to normal because that's kind of oversimplifying it.
Yeah.
But it was they were doing well. I mean, we did get the full Puerto Rican experience though. There was one day where we were out of power for like a full day.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that was the full Puerto Rican experience
Yeah.
in my that I've had.
How was the food?
oh, dude, the food was fucking delicious.
I love any like kind of
Arepas.
Dude, the food-
You want a
Southern
glass?
American
and
flair.
and it was awesome too because when we got there, we met this dude who's actually a white gay dude from Colorado. But we met him like within 3 hours of getting there when we got to the bar. But he goes there all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
So he was giving us pointers on like everywhere we go and all this kind of shit, and it was he was spot on. It was awesome.
That's cool. How long did you go for? 3 days.
4 days.
This smells fantastic.
Yeah, it was 4 days, and it was.
So I know you're not gonna drink a whole one.
Did you eat plantains?
We had a couple. We did have plantains with one of our meals.
Beef,
I already
right?
so many. I'd be
Plantains and beef?
constipated.
Plantains and beef.
I mean, there was beef. There was also a lot of red snapper.
Yeah.
We had a lot of full fried red snappers.
Like a vagina.
Oh was gonna name somebody, but that would have to get beeped out. This is delicious.
One of my good friends growing up is Puerto Rican, and his grandmother makes plantains and like fried beef.
Mm-hmm.
It's like ground beef, but it's like seasoned.
Still sounds
Yeah.
like a vagina.
Dude,
Fried beef.
it's fucking delicious.
So it's like tossed. The plantains are like mixed in it.
Yeah, sliced plantains like fried and sliced. And then
Oh, we didn't have anything like that.
I go to this Valencia Luncheria,
Without me.
Yeah,
and they no, well sometimes, but they serve.
used to never
them-
go
I
without
mean,
me.
I'm sure they serve them different ways.
See,
but
this
you can
one
order
isn't
a-
bad.
you can order a side of plantains, and they give you like sour cream with them. So fucking good together.
I'm not a huge fan of plantains.
I'm not either, but we were down there, so I had.
I would have.
I love plantains.
It was cool.
to be
man.
honest,
I love them,
if you're like, I don't know why they just don't use bananas. It's so much better,
dude. Plantains, fucking Trump bananas. Fuck
You
off.
said
I'm
it.
not
He said it. Take a shot. Take a shot.
As I started saying, I was like, "Fuck."
Take a shot. We got new Jaeger. It's in the freezer.
Yeah, I brought Jaeger.
But they do beat bananas. Fuck. They beat bananas
That's
10
the
times
best
out
one
of
we've
10.
ever had.
10 times out of 10.
I need to
Plantains
make a
beat
sound
bananas.
drop for every time that happens.
Dude, they're so much better than bananas.
I don't like that coarseness in the center. It's like a little
You're,
bit of bite
you're not
in the
eating
middle.
them right. They're not ripe enough.
Huh?
They
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
every time you
black.
get takeout from anywhere,
He's
they're
not
just
buying
getting
them.
bite.
Like they.
Dude, they're like, you could buy like 3 for $1.
But I'm
It's
saying,
amazing.
whenever he eats them, he's not buying them and cooking them. If
No,
if
man,
they're
I'm
not
getting
ripe, it's because
takeout.
the restaurant gave him fucking unripe.
Yeah.
ones. He doesn't have a
I'm
choice.
saying, go
That's-
to the store, buy like 3 for $1. No. Let them turn like pretty black on the skin. That's when they're ripe. And then you fry them in whatever oil you like.
Yeah.
Dude, get them nice and browned.
I usually just go to Surf Taco in Darien.
Because like they
Big
make
up the
tostones.
Surf Taco.
When they make tostones, they're
Tostones?
green. And they're, like,
Tostones?
they're not sweet. They're starchy and dry and like
I don't know.
fucking nasty.
I don't know what tostones are. I always
They're
get
like chips. It's like a banana chip.
Oh,
They smash it.
wait.
It's like twice fried.
Have you guys ever tried the Cassius
What am I
cheese
getting?
truck? Shot.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys tried the Cassius the grilled cheese truck?
Yeah.
So you know they have that thing where if you eat 10 of them,
Can I keep this open for like the next hour?
The freezer.
if you eat 10 of these grilled cheeses, you get one named after you, and you get them all for free. Dude, I had one, and I thought I was gonna die.
What is it like? 15 things.
No, there's just like this much. It's like a pound and
6
a half of
inches
cheese.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I mean, it sounds.
you imagine eating
delicious
10
and
of them?
sickening.
Be blocked up for weeks.
There was 2 people.
I
did
actually
it.
get full really quick. I don't eat massive amounts of food. I look like I do.
Yeah, me too, man. I used to be able to fucking like
When did you get this?
pack. I didn't.
I picked it up on the
Dave
way
picked it
here.
up.
Oh, you did for this occasion.
Yep.
I'm just gonna drink out of it.
Don't,
That's
'cause
okay.
You might be sick.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't do that.
it's booze.
Pour it out.
Oh, we have
I mean,
plastic
it
cups.
is Jaeger. It probably kills anything on contact.
Yeah, that's true.
That's mostly sugar.
I would like to shout out a movie that I saw this week, and it's not like particularly funny, but Dakota Fanning is in it, and she's fucking so good in it. Like, I would give her an Oscar if I could. It's called Please Stand By, and it's on Hulu, so check it out. It's really fucking awesome.
So should we get like beer geeky real quick and talk about this?
Yeah.
I'm actually liking this one.
It's
Last week's was garbage.
Yeah.
This one I'm not. This one's pretty good.
It's got like a sour start and then like it kind of like a
I don't even
smooth- like a
remember what the
smooth
last
finish.
week's beer was.
It's a little juicier though. Like this
Yeah.
one's, it's got a little more body to it. Like
mango.
last week's was just like sour because.
This almost is like kind of like a Bellini or something.
Yeah, once
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
over
yeah.
the sour, the mango flavor starts coming in.
It's not overly sour either. Like it's
No.
got a
Finish
bit of
is
a bite.
kinda sweet.
That's a sweet mango. That's really good. I like this.
It's actually good.
I really like
Kind of tastes like Jaeger.
Stillwater.
All their sours I've had have been pretty good.
I really like their
Pretty damn
labels
good.
and stuff, but I don't think I've ever had anything by them that I really love. And this
Really?
is probably the first one.
They have a Ode Bay, which is it's a barrel aged sour, I think.
Wasn't the Boy Oh Boy collaboration
Yeah.
with Stillwater?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Them too, yeah.
I didn't know that was Stillwater.
Yep.
It was a collab with Stillwater and who else?
And Collective Arts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I always get confused. That's the one from Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Because what's
Yep.
the other one? There's another one that's like always confused.
Industrial
Industrial
Arts.
Arts. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
I
New York,
confuse
right?
those two too.
Yeah. I should.
Industrial Arts has some good shit.
They do. They do.
I had their wrench, I think, the
Wrench,
other day
yeah,
when I
yeah.
was at
yeah.
where was I?
Tool of the Trade's good.
Somewhere in fucking Stanford.
Tool of the Trade's good.
Yep, I had that one.
Yeah, they're a solid brewery too, man. You know what it is? I feel like the last few months everybody's been all caught up in like all the hazy IPAs and shit. You kind of forgot about breweries that just made good other kinds of beer.
Yeah. Honestly, I like this Stillwater sour.
Yeah.
This is good. Like I would drink this like hot day outside on a boat, whatever. You know, like this is good.
Yeah. I should have kept I should have got more cans that I owed Bay. It was really good, man. It tasted. It had like a little bit of barrel aged flavor to it, but it was still sweet.
Okay.
I forget if it was Pinot Noir grapes or Chardonnay or some shit.
See, that's my problem with barrel aged stuff is because I don't like whiskey. It depends on like not that a sour would be aged in whiskey. Well, I guess it could be, but like the wine barrel aged stuff I like a lot more than like the whiskey, like stouts that are barrel aged and stuff.
I think that's what it was. It was in.
You know what I would like? I would like.
Stout, yeah, like
Or it was wine grapes and whiskey. But I don't remember.
I would like the four of us to go together, not podcast related, but not to do the podcast, to go hang out at OEC.
I'm down.
Chloe make that.
Yeah.
I know the brewer.
Yeah, all right,
He does all the woodwork too. He's a cool dude.
Nice.
We
Yeah.
could take a tour.
Let's go.
And we could take a tour of Be United too.
Let's go one day
owns
if,
OEC.
if we're not all.
They are
doing-
a distributor
Why would we not go for the
that
podcast?
owns OEC. I'm just saying, like we could do.
He
that
just means
too,
not to
but,
go
like,
there and do a show, but
Let's
like
not
just
you
to
know,
go
not
and
wait
hang
to
out.
set it up till it comes. Let's go on a Saturday together.
Yeah, just go
They're
hang
only
out.
open. On
What he
Saturdays and
means is
occasionally
actually like
Tuesday.
let's be friends and hang out again.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm down for that.
No, I'm good.
We'll wait for a Saturday this
Jeff
summer.
has his new friends. It's okay.
A Saturday that the weather's gonna suck.
It's not that they're new friends. It's that I only see them for like 12 weeks.
A Saturday that's gonna suck. Like the weather's gonna be bad.
It is.
Let's set it up.
Jeff's,
Let's go.
Jeff's turning into like and this is a really painful moment in my childhood, but Jeff's kind of turning into, I feel like the Zach De La Hoya, Zach De La Roca
What?
of the podcast.
You just did a boxer.
That's
and
like
the
a
singer
a
of
singing boxer.
Rage.
The singer.
Zach
the
De La
singer, I
Hoya
mean.
is a singing boxer.
Zach De La Roca of the like the sing. Remember when the singer of Rage only came around to record stuff and they would just take off again?
Oh, every band's like that.
Yeah, man.
Eventually.
Like you can go, like we can all hang out though.
Yeah, we can hang out anytime it's raining.
Jeff's the lead singer of this podcast.
Speaking
Yeah.
of woos,
Obviously.
I saw Lamb of God a couple days ago with my new friends, and
Yeah.
but Randy came out and he's like, the first thing he said after they came out to Omerta, and the first thing he said, he's like, "What's up, Connecticut? Give me a Ric Flair woo!" And then everyone goes woo. And then at the end of the night, he's like, all right, thanks for coming out. He's like, give me another woo. He's like, woo. And we go back and forth like 4 times. We go woo, woo, woo. And then he bent down and like built up this woo. So like he like started down here. It was like this for the for like the last big woo. It was fucking hilarious.
Jeff
did this?
started with his hands at the ground and then slowly raised them up.
Yes, for people who
did
can't
that?
see.
Randy Blythe.
Oh.
It was funny too.
Oh, you went to see him.
Yeah, I said
Did I
that.
miss that story?
Yeah.
I was checking work emails. I'm sorry.
It's great.
I thought I felt really bad though because like they had this stage set up that had stairs on both sides. The like Lamb of God flag that has the star in it, and then they had stairs that went up to. So the drum riser was about 8 feet, and they had staircases on either side to go up to the top. And like some guy has to drag those off the truck, set them up, tear them down, put them on the truck every single day. And like 3/4 of the way through the set, I'm like, I know he's just sitting there on the side of the stage being like, could somebody go up the stairs just once? Just one time. He's like, nope. All right, is that the encore? Oh, fucking pack the stairs up again. Like nobody even looked at them. He's like, why am I doing this?
It was a good show though.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Lamb of God was good.
They were really, really good.
Nice.
Really good.
It's a very metal episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Lamb of God, Zayo, As I Lay Dying.
What's that score back there?
We didn't talk about what's up with Zayo?
Oh, that was before we started.
Yeah, we didn't talk about them.
If you follow us on Instagram, you might have seen my post. One of my favorite metal bands, Zayo, is actually going to be playing the Webster Underground, which is the small little fucking shitty room at the Webster Theater in Hartford, Connecticut, which is the better room, I think. You saw 36 there, right?
I've seen a
36
couple
Crazy
bands there,
Fists.
but yeah, 36.
It's
was the
always
best one.
better in that room.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the smallest room in
It's
Connecticut.
tiny and intimate. And
Your basement's bigger than this.
they're one of my favorite bands. I've never seen them live. I'm so excited.
If somebody
In September.
if
Check
some-
out Zao, Z-A-O.
if somebody farts on one side of the Webster Underground, you smell it within 3 seconds. If you're on the other side, that's how close the walls are to each other.
And that is true.
And Zao is like OG metal, of the metalcore you listen
Metalcore,
to
yeah.
today. Like
I fucking hate that word.
with all
metalcore,
the, I know it
but
makes it
it's
sound
like-
like it's fucking
all that remains.
yeah, but like all that dissonant kind of riffs where they
Yeah.
like Zao was doing that mid-90s.
Yeah.
You want full glass, man? No.
I don't know if I'll have a full one,
Oh,
but
all right.
I know someone will drink it. So.
So good.
No, it's really good. I like this. I like this.
They're not very
The Stillwater.
polished. The sound of their albums. So if you check them out, like they intend their albums to sound pretty raw and gritty and analogish.
Complete opposite of.
Why am I yelling?
But if you like the polished metal sound, check out the Funeral of God album. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, you know what? I just fucking speaking of metal, I just found a new band this week, and they're new to me, but they came out in like 2003 or something. What are they called?
They're new to me.
That's very Canadian.
You can continue because it's gonna take me a minute to
You
find.
know.
Well, we can't change the topic.
No,
so,
you can.
so did you do anything this weekend? Week?
This dude, work has been really busy. I've worked. I honestly don't remember. I feel like all I've done is worked like late
Fit for a King.
every day. I've heard of.
They're
never
so
listened to.
good. Never heard of them. Sorry, you were
Yeah,
working.
I think all I did was work. Good call. Did I do anything fun?
For
My daughter's been sick, so that's been part of my time too.
for those of you who
She got a new
can't,
skateboard.
She's been rad.
for those of you who don't know what's going on, Dave left his seat and is changing something on the whiteboard.
Crossing out the topics.
Why are you
The
talking about
one
that?
topic we discussed.
I don't know.
Because we like to pull back the
we
curtain.
did get a
talk
little.
about it.
We did get a
Yeah,
little.
what's on the TV
quiet
right
about
now?
it.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. It's like a teddy bear, and
Digital eyes.
I'm supposed to stare at it. I think.
A dragon and a chicken.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Oxballs song.
Yeah, let us know what you thought about Oxballs, our new sponsor.
Yeah, we're trying to.
We want you to
we're
do.
recording
Let's
them.
use sponsor.
What we want you to
because they're
do
not a
is
sponsor.
They're not
to
a
reach
sponsor.
out to Oxballs and
Everybody
tell them
send
how
them.
you would like them to sponsor the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Yeah.
We're recording them. We're going to send them our jingle, right?
Yep. And they're gonna jangle our jongles.
Yeah. They're going to put them in one of them
What is going on?
things. I don't remember any of the names.
This fucking TV
one of
is
those
like
pipe
hypnotic.
fittings.
What was the one that you had with the where you pee in your own mouth?
Urinal. You were like, urinal biscuit. something squishy. Jerk off toy.
Wait, I have the lyrics right here. Urinal piss gag and screwed super squishy jerk off.
I
toy.
still don't
I couldn't hear
understand
it like mixed in with
why.
my Oxballs.
I still don't understand why you'd want to do that to yourself.
What, the urinal?
Yeah, why would you want to pee into your own ass again
And mouth.
and your mouth?
Is there a hole in the butt plug? That's what I couldn't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
I'd imagine there was.
yeah. Why
yeah.
else would it be connected?
Does pee feel like semen in your butthole?
I don't
Does
know.
it feel like someone's coming in your
I don't
butthole?
know.
The only person in the room that would know the answer to that question is you. So
Me?
you're being very coy
Why?
because I've peed and cummed in your butt.
What?
That is a joke. I think. I get drunk a lot.
That is comedy.
At the same.
You
time.
like it in the can.
I got you, you fucker.
That is disturbing.
Yo, speaking of shit and buttholes, it's raining shit in Canada.
Actual shit.
Yeah, human shit.
Well,
does
yeah,
that
what's that about? Is that an airline thing? I didn't read the.
No, they don't know.
I infamously didn't.
They
read the
actually
article.
don't know what it was from.
Well, human shit can't fall out of the sky unless Superman's real, or airlines are dropping shit.
Or somebody has like a
Technically, if Superman's real, he's not human.
So they've tested it and they know it's human.
Well, they said it smelled like human.
The literal shitstorm happened May 9th and 12th in
Kelowna.
Kelowna, British Columbia, according to Global News. Susan Allen and her son Travis Sweet were stopped at a red light when they were splattered with the flying feces, which dropped through an open sunroof. That is God hating you.
They,
I mean, all the stars aligned for that.
did they mention the velocity of it?
Yeah, I think they do.
Angle?
Actually.
While we were sitting there, our car was inundated with liquid poo falling from the sky. Sweet, I guess that's their last name, said he felt something cold smack the side of his face. Then the smell hit my nose. I almost vomited instantly. It was terrible.
Wait, did he vomit at all? Like he didn't instantly, but did he later on?
The fecal phenomenon left Allen, that's somebody
Nice
else, with a
alliteration.
swollen eye. She believes an overhead passenger plane is to blame. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think that
I mean, where else is it coming from?
What if somebody made like a poo cannon?
Dave Matthews tour bus.
If it's falling out of the sky,
You remember? You ever
Remember
seen
that?
that?
When Dave Matthews shit on people on a boat.
no.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? Dude, his tour bus was
He
going
shits
over
on people's ears every day.
his tour bus was
What
going
if
over
you-
like a bridge, and the toilet like released, but it was like one of those bridges like the great ones up in Milford. Remember before when they had that
There's
grid,
a great
grid,
like
like
the Sikorsky Bridge.
GRATE.
I was like, what's so great about the
The
bridges in Milford?
GRATE. It's like a
Like,
grid,
they're
like a
just
steel
fucking
grid.
little bridges.
So they fucking like the shit went through, but there was like a fucking like booze cruise boat underneath the bridge at the time. So like Dave Matthews shit like went all over the people on the
does
boat.
the shit go? Where does the shit go?
Who
No,
cruises on
Oh.
that?
Is that a t-shirt
Dave,
time?
hit
That's
it.
a t-shirt time.
Ah, you gotta give me a second.
That's all right. We can edit.
It's t-shirt time.
Hang on, before that, what do you mean we can edit?
You can edit.
We can
So
tell
today's
you.
T-shirt time is a
Where
chant.
does the
Where
shit
does the shit go? Everybody, where does the shit go?
I remember that movie.
What if somebody got like one of those like German rail guns?
It's t-shirt time.
The end. We
You
close it.
gotta bookend it.
Oh, sorry.
Germans.
What if somebody got like one of those
Speaking of shit,
like like World War II Nazi like rail guns, and then like loaded it with poo? If you shot,
I think
it,
it would be called.
Have you ever
shite.
shot a paintball gun and the paintball broke?
yeah, but eventually the paint lands, right?
No, it just
Not if
is
it
like
breaks in the barrel.
if one ball breaks,
just
every ball
kinda-
breaks. It's just like
Yeah.
it just fucking shits out the front of your paintball gun.
You'd have to freeze the shit first.
Yeah.
What if you got hit? What if it was that? What if somebody like catapulted poo?
Like on a trebuchet.
Sure.
Stop
For
trying
your
to sound
French
smart.
Canadian words.
That's a fancy word that I know from watching the History Channel.
What is a trebuchet?
Fucking
It's
catapult.
a catapult. It's a specific type of
It's a
catapult.
different. Yeah, it's
but-
not like the boing. It swings around.
Is
all
that the
way.
one with the weird counterweight?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a sad story. Kate Spade hung herself.
Oh yeah. It's t-shirt time. Oh my god, I'm so funny.
You know what I saw? I saw.
I love that you think so.
I know people aren't gonna like this, but I saw a meme, and it was like this like husky or something making like a weird smiley face, like a face, and then like a weird smiley face. And the first one was Kate Spade hung herself, and the next one with the thing, the dog smiling was she's going to hell in a handbag.
That is kinda
It was
funny.
literally the day she the story came out, which was like the day after she hung herself.
Did you see her estranged husband came out of his apartment this morning wearing a mouse mask?
No,
Because he didn't want to get caught asked.
really?
Yeah, he was wearing like a mouse mask.
not a
from,
way to
from The
be-
Rescuers. Remember the movie The Rescuers?
Really?
Oh, I thought he was just trying to
What?
star in a K-pop.
That's
video.
not a way to be incognito.
It's not.
Well,
I
no,
didn't
they-
realize that she was related to David,
David
Spade
Spade,
through
yeah.
marriage.
Her brother-in-law is David Spade.
Well,
Actually,
yeah.
her
But that's
her
sad.
niece is
She hung herself.
the
She's
star
young,
of the
50s
marvelous
old.
Miss Maisel.
early 50s.
Yeah, I mean it's always.
Why do you
sad,
think she did it?
Because
She was depressed.
really sad.
Yeah, man. Like,
I've been depressed.
Well, apparently she was getting divorced.
Oh,
He had moved out. He lives in a different apartment.
She got a kid. She left a note to her kid. That's sad.
Yeah. Well, she left a note to the kid. Did you read the note, or did you read?
I heard what the note said something about it's not your fault or something.
Yeah. Ask dad.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
man.
That-
Like,
that's a
why-
shitty fucking note
just
to
a
give your
shitty
That's kind of
way.
fucked up.
Because guess what? He's the only person that kid has now.
Yeah.
So like, make him feel like that. Like that sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But she doesn't have to live with
Yeah,
consequences.
she's a piece of shit. I'm kidding. She's not.
No, it's just sort of piece of shitty, man.
No, I mean,
That falls right in
People are
line with
sad.
being a piece of shit.
people react. I'm going to be objective. People handle stressful, sad things differently. I've been depressed before.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've all been depressed before. Would anybody? I took something from Dave.
You never tried to hang yourself?
No, I mean not.
I think
Only
he's
sexually.
only done that sexually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I was going with it.
Like David Carradine.
I can see somebody getting to that point if they've hit rock bottom.
spell bottom.
But when you're Kate Spade, you're just being fucking selfish.
You're rich as fuck.
Apparently,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean shit.
You're on top of the.
I know it
fucking
doesn't, but it means a little when you're poor.
yeah, it does.
I would love for
world.
money.
Yeah, it does.
I'll treat it
It
right.
does. You know, because
You treat your money right.
I'll treat her money right.
Jay, can you stop rubbing your beard on the microphone?
Feels
Jesus
good.
Christ.
You ever see that?
it's
that
a firm
new
belief
cat
of mine.
thing where you could put it in your mouth and pet your cat with it.
It's a firm belief of mine.
Cat
that
comb.
if you
Spell comb.
Was that on Oxballs or?
No, cat comb. I said.
if you ever feel depressed, like about life, like you feel like you're just not like up to par, just go hang out with somebody, like, or just go to like a neighborhood that's people that are of less fortune than
Be
you.
of service.
No, not even that. Just go and hang out. And then, like, when you leave and you drive back to your nice, cushy home, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be like, oh, I guess I'm not that bad off.
That's not really how it
No,
works.
it's not, because you could be like, go have a good time, and then you leave everyone, and then it hits even harder.
Yeah, it's not really because it's
Welcome
internal.
to the most depressing episode of the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
we listened to too much metal.
Yeah. Just be happy, especially if you're
Be
kids.
happy.
Yeah, you know what? Let's turn this around.
Reach out.
These music videos will
is
leave
that?
you saying Daybach. Welcome to WatchMojo.com. And
Oh,
today,
I didn't know
we're
there was
counting down our
words.
picks
That's
for the top
adult.
10 K-pop music videos.
That's what my
I
adult.
think it's
sound like.
K-pop.
Yeah,
Apparently, I'm the only person
Before we
that doesn't know
begin,
what that
we
is.
published
on the planet, not in the room.
I thought it was like brand new.
No,
I
it's
thought
not.
this was just music videos.
What does it stand for?
I
Korean
thought-
pop?
I thought you posted that because the chick that did the Google Maps thing
Oh yeah,
and then flashed her tits.
who wasn't Asian?
Yeah,
totally
she sort of looks like a K-pop star if you look at her. So I thought you posted that because you're like, look, see.
Yeah, like
So-
when you posted that,
And for
all
some
of us
weird
were like,
reason-
"What is this?"
No, I linked it up immediately. I was like, oh, this is what he's talking about. And I don't know why I would do that.
Yeah, so this is the opposite of a spoiler alert, but I believe the game is tied right now at 2-2.
They just scored again, so Vegas is up 3-2.
Yes.
Oh, nice. With what, about a minute left in the second?
Yeah,
And a fight.
30 seconds left in the second period. It's do or die for Vegas at this point. They have to win every game.
periods are there? Three?
3, yeah. Vegas has to win every game or they're out.
That's why they're periods.
So
and not
wait,
halves
what's
or
the
quarters.
balance now?
DC's won 3 games and Vegas has won 1. So Vegas has to win every game. If DC wins 1 game, they win the Stanley Cup.
Vegas would have to win 3 games straight, including this one. This one.
they
and-
got
and
this
then
far.
two.
This is a
Or-
big fucking fight right now.
They got this far and they're losing it.
Yo, they're fighting like crazy right now.
They're not really. They're just kind
Yeah,
of
they are.
hugging each other. This is like when heavyweight fighters hug each other.
This is the end of the fight.
And
No one's bleeding.
in the Stanley Cup. This is a big fight.
Oh, it's weird they're breaking it up though, because usually don't they let it go until they get on the ground, right?
Normally until
Not
someone hits
really,
the ground, but
not
it
really in the
doesn't-
playoffs because everybody,
Hey,
everybody
you
on the
know,
ice is worth
hey,
millions.
Like they say in hockey.
Let's do
Let's
that.
do
hockey.
that hockey.
Dude, I meant to take a screenshot of it. I was scrolling through Facebook
Your
today,
sister.
and your sister posted.
Shout out Paperback Princess.
Speaking of my sister, she sent me another article about pooping in Canada.
Is it
Will
different?
you
there?
share it with me?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
What's up with you Canadians pooping?
Let me pull it out. Actually, while I'm looking that up, we talked about another.
You guys pull it out. We push it out.
Yeah, no, we pull it out. We're civilized. We talked about another an Australian guy, Remember
I'm just imagining how you would pull shit out of your ass. Go ahead.
Remember the Australian guy that got caught on camera pooping?
Yeah.
So he actually just lost his job. He apparently, when they identified him, he was like this hugely like high-powered executive at some company.
Wait, where was he pooping? I don't remember this.
Australia. There was a picture of him like taking a
Australia
shit.
is a pretty big island.
Continent.
I
You
know.
with all like the,
It's
with all,
such a
like,
big
the-
island, they call it a continent.
I was thinking like
Did he have incontinence?
I was thinking with
Hate
the,
you
with the
so
whole
much
like
right now. Take a shot. Take a shot.
Okay.
You
with
need
the
to.
whole NFL controversy about them kneeling and everything, and like them not being able to do that because they're on the job, right?
Yeah.
That dude's off the job taking a shit. Like he shouldn't be able to get fired for that. That's his First Amendment right.
Where
to
was
take a
he
dump.
shitting? I don't know what story you're talking about. We've talked
Right.
about it.
Oh, are you talking about the new one that I'm about to tell you, or the Australian one?
Australian.
Okay. Let me pull up a picture of the guy taking a shit.
There's a picture.
Yes.
Was it on this podcast?
Yes.
No way.
Dude, we've had like 30 different poopers. It's like
I
Yeah.
remember the
It's
superintendent,
like a
the
theme
pooper
going on there.
intendant. That was no shit.
Yeah.
I do not remember that picture at all. Are you sure that was on this podcast?
Yeah.
Is that paper in his hand?
Yes.
I don't think it was.
I don't think
It
that
was. Dude, we've
on
talked
the
about
podcast
every
either.
one of them.
Nope, not that one.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
because I don't remember that picture.
He just brought the one piece of paper, huh? That's confident.
So this guy turns out to be like this high-powered executive, and he got fired
Why do I have to do a shot? Because I'm doing one.
because you said incontinent.
That's like instant swamp ass.
Now there's a new one in Canada.
Who wants to do a shot with me?
You can't do that. You can't just take a dump on a sidewalk, just one hitter quitter.
No,
with,
this was
with
like-
a napkin.
He was
and
doing
then
it
just
every.
walk
No,
off.
he was doing it every
Bueller?
day.
Bueller?
He was doing it every day. They
So
set
he
up
had
a
down
camera
to,
to
he had
catch it.
down to a science.
Yeah.
then.
Anyone?
Oh, so he knew he just needed the one tissue, and that was it.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I'll do a baby one.
Yeah, I'm doing a halfie.
All right, then I don't
Dude.
want one.
Sure.
I don't want a full shot.
That was not really a full shot.
Pussy, 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 pussy.
That's fine. I'll be a pussy.
That's like a swash and spit.
Don't
I'm
be
just-
a shitlord.
I'm just trying to not make you do one alone.
That was a reference to Bill Burr. You want a
so-
cookie? Cookie?
So wait, okay, so there's yet another pooper. There's been an epidemic of this. I don't know what's going on, but this one says
It's liberating, man.
I'm guilty. I poop every day.
Yeah, we've been shitting out. We've been shitting out in nature for millions of years, and then like just the last couple thousand, you know what I mean? We made walls.
I mean, I don't even think toilets have been around.
We
for
put a
1,000.
wall so nobody can watch.
But
Good.
this is
that
residents of a downtown Toronto
want one?
community on their lookout for a
No,
man
I'm
they
good.
believe has been defecating on their lawns, sidewalks, and in the playground of a local elementary school. No less than 15
All right, well, that
flyers.
brings it a little.
No less than 15 flyers have been posted around Soho Square. The townhouse is just north of Queen West and Peter Streets. Peter Street.
Dude, they're fighting again.
Penises.
To warn the locals about the alleged serial pooper and his method of attack. So it just never stops. Everybody's like shitting all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Shitlords.
Yeah, they are shitlords.
If
Shots.
So
Where's Jay?
in another desperate attempt to get our listeners to interact with us, if you listening to this
I've shit.
and you've shit out in public, just you can
Tell us
just
why.
anonymously let us know.
Know what we want
why.
to hear? Well, what I want to hear, along with that story.
Yeah.
If you shit in public, your most embarrassing or favorite, just regardless of embarrassing or not, poop story.
I don't know if we want to put that call out to
Why
the
not?
universe.
I just
I mean,
want to
hey,
know why
if you
would
wanna
shit in
share it-
public.
Stories.
If you want to share it, you
Like,
can share it.
If you had to shit in public,
Sure. Yeah. You guys can. Yeah.
Actually,
you shit your pants. Jeff knows about that one.
so actually, I don't know if he'd be willing
Yep.
to talk about it, but Nate is going to be here in 3 weeks,
I think Nate would be willing to talk about anything.
so he might tell us a really funny story, which I won't spoil, but we'll preview it. So, yeah, he's coming for 4th of July, I think.
Poop is the one thing that just binds us all together.
Cheese
we all
binds us.
poop. Rice, too much rice can do it.
Everybody poops.
I think apples actually.
I remember I was out with Gary once, and
Everybody poops.
he got something that had like so much cheese on it, and I was like, "Oh my god, if I ate that, I get diarrhea." And he looks at me totally like straight face. He's like, "Dude, cheese is binding."
Dude,
Like totally straight face. I was like, "That's disgusting."
my daughter's going through potty training right now, and we have the Everybody Poops book in the bathroom.
Do you have the gas we pass?
No, before I go on with the story, it bothers me. My wife bought Everybody Poops at a used bookstore. Okay, and
You won't even touch somebody else's phone.
our copy
That's
of
amazing.
Everybody Poops sits on top of her potty, which means that copy must have sat on at least one other toilet somewhere else. Anyways, so I hate reading that book because I read it a gajillion times already.
You put like vinyl gloves on every time you handle it.
No, well, no. So she'll sit in the potty and she's like, "Oh, read the poo book. Read the poo book." I'll qualify. I'll be like, "What are you doing right now?" She goes, "I go pee pee." I'm like, "Not reading the poo book. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You taking a shit? I'll read the book."
That's funny. You have
Anyways.
to shit.
So let's take a break, right? And
It's about that time.
yeah, take a piss, do all that good stuff, and then we'll hit you up on the other side of what is probably some sort of advertisement.
Adult, adult. So
Listen to these commercials,
Balls.
and we'll be back.
Hey, Paulo, what are you doing?
Just playing a game of cornhole in my mind.
Really? Why don't you play with the fucking boards that we have?
Oh, I could do that. We have flying cornhole boards, right?
We do.
Oh, cool.
From our sponsor, flyingcornhole.com.
That's pretty cool. So we have boards from them. I don't have to do it all in my brain.
No, you could actually enjoy it physically.
Oh, cool. Just give me a second. I need to tell some people to get the fuck out of my mind. Hey guys and girls, do you need a ride? Do you not have a car? Do you need to get places? Do you want people to take you places? Well, download the Lyft app and enter in code HEAVY18 and get a $20 credit. They show up in a car and take you places, like a cab, but they're nicer, much nicer. And they have an app, which cabs don't have, because they're dirtbags. Download the Lyft app. Use code HEAVY18. Don't be a dirtbag.
Jeff.
Huh?
Jeff.
Jay?
Jeff, what the fuck are you doing?
Squatching.
What?
Squatching.
What is squatching?
That's like my new business. You know, I'm looking for Sasquatch.
Why?
Well, I started it, and it's called Skews of Squatches.
How's that going?
I mean, I got a cool slogan and, like, a logo and stuff, but nobody really knows about it.
What's your slogan?
Excuse me while I squatch this guy?
You should totally take advantage of our sponsor, Taproom Tackers.
We got a new sponsor?
Yeah. They make custom tacker signs with your logo to help you promote your business or even just decorate your basement bar.
No way.
All you have to do is mention the Heavy Drinking Podcast, and they'll make one free sample for you.
Sick. I'm going to nail it right to this tree so that hairy motherfucker knows who's coming for him. Woo!
Come get this It's Miss Vitara, Princess Vitara. Hey, what? So you don't want to eat my ass, but you want me to suck your dick. All you DJ Khaled type guys, I swear you just they make me sick. Every time I meet a guy, it's all the same. I have no time for all this small childish game. Save my time, y'all. Make it straight to the point. I need to know the real deal before you come off. One question: do you eat ass?
Yeah, eat ass.
Do you eat ass?
Yeah, eat ass.
One question:
My pussy
do
wetter
you
than
eat
SpongeBob.
ass?
I like how it's a call and response.
Are you sure? Do you eat ass?
I like how he sounds reasonable. He's like, yeah, I eat ass. Ass.
This is the new heater from Princess Vitara, who
Yeah.
you may remember as the singer of My Pussy Wetter Than SpongeBob.
It's that new hit. It's that new hitter.
Oh, she just said she's the queen of sucking dick.
No, that's that African chick.
Where is she from again?
Are you ready?
This is the African chick, isn't it?
No, there's a different one.
See, that's
The one that's like
Black does not necessarily mean African.
the one that there's the
You know
one
what's
from
wrong with
Africa that's
this?
like penis, 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 penis.
You know what's wrong with
vagina.
this? She's got like 3-inch long nails.
It's a different
So
video.
you-
This is a video that I'm playing for some reason called Masturbate.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of songs.
Oh,
She's very famous.
Is it the same chick?
Yo, yeah.
Princess
She's
Vagina.
got like 3-inch long fingernails, so you know she's not.
That was a
getting
plantain for sure, by the way.
She's not getting
Yeah,
good
it was not a
coverage.
banana just now.
She's not wiping good down there. I feel like eating that ass is not
Those
probably your
fingernails
best
freak
thing.
me the fuck out.
Yeah. Because how are you wiping? How are you getting that strong wipe with those fingernails? You're not.
She is riding a stuffed bear or something right now. Different video.
But still.
A stuffed bear.
So if you have any cool
Does
songs,
she eat ass?
send it to our Heavy Drinking Podcast.
All right, let's see if this remix works. Let's just go straight in.
Yeah, try it out.
You ever seen those porns? You ever seen those?
Kinda.
All
was
of them are
perfect.
together.
Oh yeah, we're going straight into adult.
You guys ever watch a porn like that where she just goes right into like the grundle looking?
No.
No, you never seen that? Like where she's usually it's usually ball play, and then dude throws his legs back, and she just goes to work down there.
No, see, I like the idea of it, but I don't think I would ever let anybody do it.
it's
to
always
me.
a little troubling to watch. You
Just
know,
like- I mean, I'd do it, but I wouldn't let somebody do it.
I
to
wouldn't
me.
talk about it.
Monster49@gmail.com.
So what do we got for adult this week, guys?
We have a couple different things. You do yours first.
You just did it. Eat ass.
No. The
Jay apparently has no idea what's
that was,
I
a,
have
that
it.
was, a,
Actu- I
that was a
actually have
public
it pulled
service announcement from Jay. Yeah.
Eat it. Nothing positive comes from sexual abstinence, someone says. Dr. Vera Ribeiro, the wife of Portugal goalkeeper Rui Patricio, is advising all players at the World Cup, including her husband, to pleasure themselves regularly for the duration of Russia 2018.
I would just like to say that I did not become a World Cup level professional soccer player in order to pleasure myself at the World Cup.
Dr.
Yeah, 'cause hand
Ribeiro,
jobs are stupid.
who is a qualified sex therapist, suggests that a team that regularly masturbates together will win together.
whoa.
Oh, wait.
This just
I made that up. Suggests that a team that regularly masturbates will have a better chance of success
I was gonna say it would be funny if she like
at this summer's World Cup.
they
She was
showed
like,
up at their hotel room.
can I
and
get
there's a-
all 23 of you to just come on my
It'd
face?
be funny if they showed up at their hotel room and his wife sent them a gift basket, like a bunch of tubes of like hand lotion and like a box of saltines.
Talk about 23 and me.
Jesus Christ.
So they can all jizz on the cracker.
Anyway, she said, have sex. I mean, masturbate.
Nothing good comes from abstinence is the takeaway from that story.
Do you
She
think
has
she
recently
chases him around at
published-
home trying to get him to ejaculate?
She has recently published a book that examines the sex lives of professional footballers, which is European football for you fucking Americanas, which questions the generally accepted rule that having sex the night before a game can lead to a below par performance on the field.
Which
She argues that players who pleasure themselves will have less anxiety and will develop an improved mechanism for coping with stress.
She's definitely got him blasting off once a day.
Here she is in front of a shitty
Guaranteed.
table made out of pallets that looks like it's polished with lacquer. It's a coated in lacquer, but it's literally a table made out of pallets.
Yeah, it is.
South America stuff.
Why? What is that for?
it's just gross.
What is it? Show me.
So it's a picture of Nicki Minaj and that Kardashian cunt in both in bikinis, and the caption says, "Since when did looking like a wisdom tooth from the waist down become sexy?" They're disgusting.
Oh, is that real?
Yeah,
Which one's on the left?
that's Nicki Minaj.
God, she's disgusting.
I also just saw another meme that said Nicki Minaj confirms that she's dating Eminem, and somebody wrote underneath it, "Imagine how fast they argue." That was empty.
Thank God. Be all over my lap.
So, Wes, I feel like we have something else for adult too.
Yeah, I just have
High Point and low schools getting out of there. The lower point of high schools, what you wear? Go ahead.
So Conrad Hilton, which is the younger brother of Paris Hilton, just got arrested for Grand Theft. Well, he got sentenced actually for Grand Theft Auto. He stole a Bentley.
He stole the game?
What?
Can't he buy that?
No. He stole a Bentley belonging to his girlfriend's father.
Oh. I'm thinking the video game.
Shut up so I can tell a story. He stole a Bentley belonging to his girlfriend's father in order to drive to his girlfriend's house in order to harass her. Now, she has a restraining order against him already.
He went to his girlfriend's house.
He went
stole
to his,
the Bentley.
He went to his girlfriend's father's house.
Oh, they're divorced.
Stole his Bentley and drove it to his girlfriend's house. Or his
okay.
estranged girlfriend who has a restraining order against him. So he just got sentenced in that. That just happened today. What I found out in the meantime was that father was the guy in the One Night in Paris video.
The father?
So Paris Hilton's little brother is dating the daughter of the guy that fucked Paris Hilton in that movie.
It's not a movie. It was more like a home video.
It was a feature. It was a full-length feature. How weird is that, though?
It's a little creepy.
That's like, I don't even know what kind of Eskimo family that is. That's Eskimo
Whatever
niece.
happened to Paris Hilton? Is she still in the news ever?
No, she's actually, the only time I ever see her in the news now, she's actually doing really nice things for people.
Like what?
Like just,
Shutting the fuck up?
no, just like charities, like and stuff like that. Like I never see her being a skank anymore. I'm sure she's still.
My favorite was when rich people try to raise money for someone.
Yeah. What did
Just give your money to them.
I
You
saw
have
something.
all of it. You don't need my money.
I saw something the other day.
My
that was
lack
like,
of money you don't need.
Oh fuck! It would like it explained that in a funny way, where it was like,
I love how everybody like jumps on top of that. Like when a rich person's like, "Hey y'all, let's give money to this person," everybody's like, "Okay." I'm always the first person to it. It's like, you, how much money are you giving them? Like, what percentage of your wealth are you giving them? Because like, I'll match your percentage.
Absolutely.
I'll do that.
Easy.
That's like what, $4? what are you giving? Like 60 grand? So like $6? Like what am I donating?
all right, I'm officially hot now.
It's warm as fucking here. I don't understand.
Monster49@gmail.com.
You should have a fan on back there.
No, I'll just roll my sleeves up,
All right,
Yeah,
right.
you-
You're also
you do
wearing like a jacket.
Patagonia.
dude. I've been
Like a jacket.
I've
right?
been wearing this all day, and I've just got hot for the first time.
You
Also, I could use an ice cold beverage. That would help.
What would you like?
Surprise me.
with a bull light.
Don't give me a boiling hot one.
I'm not going to talk much about that drift
You're
event
used
because
to it.
I put a good jillion pictures of it on our Instagram page. But
Oh, did you?
one thing I will say is there was a lot of bull light.
Yeah, where did it all go?
I didn't actually. I only took 2 bottles from here.
Yeah, there's
3 left.
there's a dent in my Bud Light.
Yeah, there's a 2-bottle down in your Bud Light. There's a lot of bull light there, and there's a lot of people, a shit ton of people, dude. I was not expecting. We got there like a half hour.
God
after
damn it, DC just tied it again. Sorry.
Ew. We got there like a half hour after the gates opened, and we waited in like 45 minutes of a line, a huge ass fucking line for no reason. Where? At Formula Drift, at Wall Speedway down in New Jersey.
Follow. Why do you have so much milk?
I went to Costco and got milk, man.
Why do you? Is this
What?
like your milk fridge down here?
No, it hasn't made itself upstairs. It hasn't made its way upstairs. There you go.
Oh, Jay, goddamn it.
You're an idiot.
It was like a drop.
Exciting. It's on my sandal. I am now standing in. I'm standing in your
It's a mandel.
mandel. Anyhow, what was so funny?
I'm pretty upset that they just tied that up. I really thought it was going to be over.
Oh, is it time now?
Yeah.
What is it?
Damn.
Is the third quarter?
Yeah, it's third period.
Period. Sorry.
Should probably watch this.
Did you guys ever watch Love on Netflix?
I watched like the first 4 or 5 episodes. And I couldn't get into it. That
It
dude's
gets
nose is just freakishly
Paul
huge.
Rudd. Yeah, it is really weird. It gets better though. You start to not notice it so much. I just started watching it again from the beginning because it's really good.
The other chick, you guys, I feel like you probably know more women like this in your life than I have. But you always had like that one chick that was like a little on the loose side. You know what?
Loose?
Yeah, sort of like
we were
the-
just talking about her.
Yeah. Yeah. So that character kind of strikes like, you know, nerve, but like, you know, like a warm spot with me, you know, because I've had a lot of those type of friends that were girls in my life that were sort of on the loosey goosey side.
Yeah.
But the dude's nose is just huge, man.
It's real big.
It's huge.
It's real big.
What do you want, a beer?
There's some great stuff in it, though.
You want
Bobby
Jesus?
Lee's really good in it.
Oh, yeah. Let's look. Remember the time we talked about FBI agents being able to, like, have tattoos or not?
Yeah.
But can you shoot people in a dance circle and continue to be an FBI agent?
Apparently. Well,
We don't know that.
I think he got in trouble, but he
we know
walked
that?
away without
Yeah. So
getting arrested.
what happened? I only saw part of the article on this one. What happened?
It was an FBI agent. It was in like a dance fight at a club, and he did a flip. He had a gun. First of all, off duty, you're not supposed to take firearms into a club. So he had a gun in his waistband.
This is a Vice story.
in the
too.
back of his pants, but there's video
Denver.
of it happening.
This is Denver, ABC 7 Denver.
So he does a flip and like a dance battle, and the gun fell out of his pants and it hit the ground. So when he went to pick it up, he put his finger on the trigger, and as he picked it up, he
Oh.
shot a guy in the fucking
What?
Yeah,
In the
an
leg?
FBI agent shot a guy in the leg.
Oh,
and
I
then,
thought it went off when it hit the ground.
No, he picks it up. It's like 3 feet
Oh.
off the ground when the gun goes off.
Oh,
And-
if you're an FBI agent, you should know how to pick up a fucking gun.
But
Yeah.
also,
Yeah,
the,
but you've been drinking, obviously.
but also the most fucked
You're
up
like,
part.
oh shit, my gun's on the floor.
No, here's the thing. The most fucked up part of that
Just
video.
shot it out of my ass.
Wasn't-
Everybody's looking at my gun on the floor.
The most fucked up part of the video wasn't any of that. It was that he shot a guy and then walked away.
He did walk away.
Like nothing.
Really?
happened.
But other people walked away, too. People, like, scrambled away, like a couple, and then other people were like, oh, that's weird.
If you're a
Like,
fucking FBI agent, you should know that if you shoot somebody, you need to stick around and talk to the fucking cops about it.
I mean, you would think.
The cops took him to Denver Police Department headquarters for questioning, and he was sent to his FBI supervisor without being charged. Now, police say they're
kind of bullshit
investigating
is
what
that,
went
by the
down
way?
while the district attorney's office decides whether to pursue criminal charges. Footage shows that instead of checking to see if his stray gunshot hit anyone, the FBI agent just tucked the gun back in his waistband, raised his hands, and walked away.
He's like, whoops, and just took off.
Meanwhile, the bar full of shocked patrons were left to deal with the chaos themselves.
Damn,
He shot a guy.
that's some shit.
A friend made a makeshift tourniquet around the leg.
All right. Well,
That's the worst.
so basically, if you're strapping, don't try and backflip in a dance fight.
Yeah. Don't bring a gun to a dance fight.
That was good. That
That's
was
a good
good.
quote.
Yeah,
Let's make a T-shirt.
Like,
out
we
of
should
that.
make a T-shirt out of that.
That is a good one. Don't bring a
gun
to a dance fight. I like it. That's a good. That's really good.
Yeah.
So should we pour a little out?
He's dead.
Well, I don't know if he died, but he's not in good shape.
Oh,
Oh,
that-
right. The Trillium thing.
Do
you're
we
talking
have
about.
a Did You Die soundtrack?
did
We
did
don't.
we ever make one of those?
We do, but I'm not sure we should play it.
Oh, we have the New Jersey
so-
one, right? That's like in the same spirit as the Did You Die. Right? New Jersey, did you die? Like it's the same thing. Right? No?
Not in this instance, I don't think.
Federal officials.
I've actually got the audio if you
Bullshit.
want to.
Federal officials are investigating the cause
Play
of
it.
injuries for a worker at a popular brewing company in Massachusetts. The Canton Fire Department was called to Trillium Brewing Company Tuesday evening following a report of a worker suffering serious burns. A contractor who is a good friend of ours was working on equipment in the brewery and was injured. The company said in a statement, Canton Fire and Rescue crews arrived on scene quickly and transported him to the hospital. Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's a short one.
Wait, I've actually got the news article.
Some
the video.
people who witnessed this, they say it was absolutely horrifying inside the brewery. This man, he was screaming in pain as he was trying to get help. Just behind us here, you can see the brewery is still open. Some people on the patio here. We're told this happened just off to the right of the tap room where they brew the beer here. Witnesses say the man was running away from an overflowing vat, ripping his clothes off as he was yelling for help. They say they saw some of his skin peeling off. Now, investigators say he does have burns over about 70% of his body. They are first and second degree burns.
It's a lot of the body.
He was taken by med flight to a Boston hospital.
70%.
Did you die?
Not really quite certain as to what exactly happened, but it did involve some of the brewing equipment, which include vats that hold, liquids at high temperatures.
All right, so that's
Now
not
we're told
funny.
that man, he is 36
Why
years
are you
old, and
laughing?
he was actually a contractor working on some of the equipment
36.
here. But obviously tonight the investigation continues, and we know that OSHA is involved. We're told these injuries, thankfully, are not life-threatening.
That sucks, man. We were just there too.
We were.
No disrespect that we're talking about the hockey game while we're listening.
Washington just scored.
Yeah.
If they
We're
win
li-
this, it's over.
We're listening to the report of this man getting. Did he die? No.
He didn't die.
No. It wasn't life-threatening.
He just got burned 70% off.
He's probably gonna look like Two-Face.
It kind of hits a nerve with me because my uncle, the last like 10 years ago or 15 years ago, there's a huge factory explosion up in Massachusetts in Springfield. My uncle was actually in the building and he got burns to like 89% of his body.
Was it a chemical factory?
No, I forgot what they
Or a
made.
tire factory?
Yeah, something like that.
I
Rubber
remember
factory or
something.
some
Yeah, I remember
shit.
that.
Yeah. So he was in that. So I feel bad about the 70% burn to your body, but
Yeah, that really sucks.
if it's brewing equipment,
Hey, Drew.
that's a little weird.
Yeah,
Like
I
get-
mean, I
Getting burned by beer.
I don't think I wouldn't necessarily automatically assume that it's Trillium's fault.
Wait, what did he jump in
No.
the fucking boil kettle? I don't know.
I don't know.
Somebody
Maybe he drove,
drove- pressure.
was
maybe
it
he drove a
steam
forklift into the fucking
steam powered,
valve
like
or
a
something.
steam boiler. I don't know.
I don't know, but I feel bad for him. I feel bad for Trillium, but
Yeah, it's a shitty situation.
it's a cool
No matter
brewery
how
and they
you
make
look at
great
it.
beer.
What
We
you
are
guys asked before?
Very much supporters of Trillium Brewing Company.
We liked it.
Do they
Accidents
do they get rid of that beer?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do they name that beer?
Is that beer like really expensive now? Like when it finally does come out?
It's called Firestarter.
Oh, you should have pulled that up.
Uh,
You remember that song from the '94?
No.
I don't even.
from Prodigy.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
All right, smack my bitch up.
yeah. Dude, that album was dope.
That
Dude,
was.
when I got my first amp and subwoofer,
Yeah,
like that was the.
you
record
look
that
like
I
the
was
kind of guy that
banging
would
out.
have tried to replicate that haircut.
No.
No,
It didn't go in my Jankos.
Jenga.
Good times, guys. Good times.
All right, well, I'm gonna fucking watch DC win a Stanley Cup. I guess. Are we done?
yeah, we're done.
Oh, that was a quick second half.
Is that what we're doing?
Well,
good.
it
We
wasn't
hit all the
necessarily half,
topics?
it was just-
We did.
Done?
We did all the topics. You guys don't want to talk about the Macarena CPR thing.
Now we have to.
I think it's pretty shitty.
Shitty way to go out.
Jeff still thinks you could just do Staying Alive.
Yeah, well, for
When
like
you're given
30
CPR.
years, it's been staying alive. Now, apparently, it's
No,
not.
we're living in
Personally-
different times, Jeff.
Well, yeah, so we do another song that's 30 years old instead.
If I had a preference, I would prefer the guy resuscitating me just shut the fuck up
You,
and resuscitate me.
when you just
But
stuttered,
if they're gonna pick a song, I'd rather not go out to somebody humming the Macarena.
when you just stuttered that word and it came out resuscitated, and it made me laugh.
Oh, sorry. I've had some beer.
Saxophone.
Imagine if you died at the same moment. Like they went, I.
Yeah. Well, the Macarena
I
involves
don't
you
see-
putting your hands on the back of your head, which is not where you want the dude that's trying to resuscitate you's hands to be.
I don't think they're actually supposed to be singing it.
Hmm?
Just like kind of in your head as a
Humming
timing
along to it?
reference.
That's like a food safety course where you're supposed to sing the happy birthday song while you wash your hands.
You probably get like some.
It's true.
You probably get some ADD.
Sing
So
happy
they're probably-
birthday 3 times while you
They're
scrub.
probably saying the Macarena to themselves in their head, and then like their head's like French fries. Oh, I really like French fries. I should go get French fries. Who's this dead dude over here? What's this guy doing?
I don't really understand the Macarena part because it's like really slow.
It's the same pace.
No,
it's not the same pace. Staying alive. Staying alive.
All right, so I forget the words. But it's like
That's not.
I feel like either can work.
That's what I mean. It's slower. I would think like
because Staying Alive.
Deeds done dirt cheap.
No, but it's not for that. It's for the breaks. So for Staying Alive, it's break during Staying Alive. Like chest compressions, break.
That's not what they just taught me.
Compressions, staying alive. Staying alive.
Yeah.
You are not alive.
Yeah, that's like how it's supposed to be.
I don't think so because that's not
not
enough time to do
Macarena break.
Staying alive. Staying alive. That's not enough time to do breaths.
I don't know about elderly people, but I'd be fine with somebody doing Thunderstruck. That's cool.
Yeah. Or like fucking.
I'll die to that.
You're not just supposed to like pound on someone's chest.
Something's wrong. Shut the light. Heavy thoughts do not.
Metallica.
That would be fucked up to die to Enter Sandman. That would be fucking hilarious.
That'd be kind of ironic.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine being brought back to somebody. Imagine being brought back to somebody slamming your chest, going thunder. That would be.
It's never a good sign when you're in the third period and they're polishing the cup.
Yeah.
My pussy wetter than SpongeBob. Let's go out on that fucking As Lay Dying song so people that haven't heard it can hear it uninterrupted by 4 fat idiots.
And that's episode 33 of the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
We've been heavy. We've been drinking.
We've been fat. Thanks for hanging out.
Don't forget to check out our sponsors, flyingcornhole.com. Go to Taproom Tackers. Mention the podcast. Get a free sample tacker. Lyft. Use the code HEAVY18. Get $20 credit towards your first 4 rides. And, I guess they're going to say it anyway, so go to oxballs.com. There you go.
Oxballs.
Everybody.
And I guess they want pictures of you using a fuck glove.
Everybody.
If you guys.
We'd rather not, but if you must, you must.
All right.
If this comes out by June 9th.
Here's the new As They Lay Dying.
June 9th?
June 9th, go ahead and hang out at, what is it, Black Hog?
No worries.
Flag
No
Day.
worries.
They're doing a Flag Day.
That's not the same thing.
Ken Tuccio, go check out his fucking.
That's tomorrow.
Instagram.
No, in 2 days.
That's in 2 days.
No.
This isn't going to be
comes
out.
out by then.
Also, everybody send Jay.
Flag Day. Is that a thing?
Everybody tell Jay how much they liked listening to
It
him
is.
because he's going to die next week. So
Oh, I'm going to die in a
2 weeks.
In a Tough Mudder accident.
So you have 2 weeks to tell him.
Tell me you love me.
Do you love me?
Do you love me?
All right, let's
I
try
love
this
Madonna.
again.
I listen
Let's
to
try
her
this again.
today. That's Paul Abdul.
And that was episode 33 of the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Suck a dick.
I never know when you guys are done, so here's a song.
Yeah, we'll play this song one more time.
Masturbation.
Beneath my breath